Viral trends have played a very big role in getting people to the website in the past few years, and it still continues to do the same. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to find latest viral trends on TikTok for your business. I'll also be teaching you how to correctly create your TikTok account and how to target a large volume of traffic. The product will make you a brand and make you money, and the trend will get those people to your website. Trend and product both are equally important, and sometimes trend is more important than the product itself. If you're not using the viral trend method on TikTok with your products, then you are missing out on making a huge amount of money. Welcome to the course. In today's free course, we will cover all of this, and we will also touch on how to grow your TikTok account, and we will also touch on how to target US traffic, which is basically the largest source of traffic. I'll be also showing you what kind of editing works, how to upload on TikTok, when to upload, and how many times to upload in order for your products to go viral. And lastly, we will touch on how to scale a winning viral product. Let's jump right into the course. Hey everyone, my name is Oren and welcome back to my channel. If you're interested in learning more about online businesses, mindset, and all things entrepreneurship, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. For this course, these are the tools and strategies that we will need in place. The very first thing you will need is a Shopify store. I'll leave a link for Shopify's best current deal in the description below. Now, Shopify has a ton of easy to use themes that you can use for your website. They are very user friendly, and it will get your store up and running in minutes. With the free trial, you'll only be paying $3 for 3 months, which is great. And I really don't even have to say this, but it is such a reputable platform to use with global users, and it's totally worth it. The next thing you'll need is a domain name before you go and create your website. Now, this ties into your product and your brand name, and we will discuss all of that later in the video. But for your domain name, I suggest GoDaddy, or you could also go inside of your Shopify and you can directly get your domain name from inside of Shopify. A domain name would cost you around $15, but it may also depend on the kind of name you choose. Next, you have your sample product. For this, you need to pay somewhere between $20 to $50. This is a product that you'll be ordering from your supplier to check if it will work, and then you can use it for your shoots. Now, a lot of people order products from Amazon and then they create content, but I don't suggest that because this might not be the product that your supplier will be drop shipping to your customers. And then next is the most important part of the puzzle, your video editing software for your content creation, and I highly suggest InShot for this. You can use the free version. There is also CapCut. CapCut is by TikTok themselves, but I like to use InShot. I find it much easier and simpler. For beginners, I highly suggest InShot. Apart from all of this, you will be needing a spare mobile phone and a new fresh SIM card. To start over on TikTok or to grow with a fresh account on TikTok, you need to have a new mobile phone, a new SIM card, and TikTok does not like if you will have multiple accounts in the same phone. TikTok will use your old data from your old TikTok app, and then your account will not grow, and in some cases it can also get shadow banned. Now make sure to factory reset your mobile phone. Back up your spare phone without the TikTok app and then factory reset it. So no need to buy a new phone, but you can just factory reset one of your old spare phones. So now we are in the first part of the course, which is how to find a viral winning product for TikTok, Reels, and YouTube Shorts. Short form videos are so effective for bringing organic traffic. Our goal will be to find a viral product that can work for all three of these platforms. So basically, we will be finding a viral product for multi-purpose platforms. These are the things that we need to check. Now, what is a viral product? A viral product has everything to do with the trend and what's going on around it. Choosing a product with latest trends, because trends will determine if your product will go viral. Looking for upcoming events or new trend, research to find the latest trend and use the trends to incorporate into your products. Now, everything that I just said is super important, because if you don't choose a product based on latest trends, then your product will not do well. The trend will determine if your product will go viral. Please take your time and treat it like a serious product research. We are going to break down a couple of things, so make sure not to skip this. So make sure to take leads from these and do additional research and combine everything to come to a conclusion. So let's have a look at the first link. So we are on this website called Slaying Social, and so they have all these trending information of TikTok. So here it says TikTok trends right now and updated November 2023, which is now. So today is November 15th of 2023, and it says last updated November 6th, 2023, which means that this is super new and fully updated. The best way to honestly find trends is by just being on the app and being honestly glued to your phone. And the more videos you watch, the more the algorithm will learn about your niche and your interest, and they'll push more of those kind of audios and content to you. But as a business owner, especially for e-com entrepreneurs, it's really hard to find so much time that they can be on the phone like that. They're doing so much work, and most of them are a one-man or one-woman show. So this is something super helpful. Let's get into it. Alright, so we are off to a good start because I can see Jara Bean's name here. So Jara Bean, if you don't know her, she is basically a social media strategist and specialist. She has a company of her own, and she was one of the first ones to start posting back in 2020 with all trend alerts, trend audios, and things that would go viral and things like that. In case a trend has moving parts and you want to replicate it, she also does tutorials, so you could check her page for that. So these are the November trends that has been added. So let's have a look at the first one. It says reminding myself trends. So what it is that posting a video to this sound with a text overlay describing a situation where you suddenly remind yourself to undo a habit. Now, before even opening this sound and this trend, I can already tell that this will work because a text overlay on a sound usually works great for products. You can completely customize according to your product. So here she's saying reminding my eyebrows to calm down, and she's used the sound, and she's like doing all different kinds of activities, but she has this face and eyebrows. So you can get really very creative with this trend and use it in so many different ways with your product. Let's check out some more examples. So here someone has a lash curler in their hand. So here they're showing how they're making this face while curling their lash. So you can definitely use this if you have any beauty product or something similar. You want to make sure you go through a lot of videos for you to find some good examples. For example, this one is a pet video. So if you have a pet product and if it fits, you could maybe use one of these examples. A lot of the content you'll come across will seem like it has nothing to do with your product or your business, but trust me, if you go through enough videos, you'll find great examples. Now, not all trends pick up and not all trends become viral or do well. So make sure to go through all of them and see which has the most views and which has the most engagement. So I'll give you an example. This is the Roman Empire trend, and this has become so popular that it is everywhere. It started back in September 2023. It's still super popular, and I know that this will still run till at least the first few months of 2024. So the trend originally started with posting a video of your significant other, asking them about the Roman Empire and if they think of it or how much they think of it, and then recording the response of it. But now there are so many different variations that has come from this particular trend. So there is female Roman Empire, there is Roman Empire for food, TV shows, different kind of products. So if you jump into a trend like this early on, then this could make your product go super viral super fast. Let's move on to the second website. So here they're saying the top TikTok trends to try this week. So on this side down here, you can see the content and introduction and the latest trends of all of the different months. So you can go month by month to check. So let's go through this. If you go through this, you'll see like they have video examples of why they went viral. So this one is about a text on screen saying new ick unlocked with a particular audio and this one video. Not very sure about this one, but you can still check it out to see if anything works out. But then let's check this one. So this is the bad idea right trend, and this is a song by Olivia Rodrigo. So here they're saying flex your editing skills, share an OTD, or mark the start of a new chapter. So you can be super creative with this. You can use this trend for your packaging videos or your behind the scenes videos. Let's have a look at what people are using this for inside of TikTok. I can see a lot of packaging unboxing videos. I can see some hair videos. In fact, I also have used this audio for one of my hair videos in my other TikTok page. So find these kind of viral audios and get creative. Let's move on to the next way of finding viral products. That is through Amazon Finds on TikTok. Now, what you want to do is go into the TikTok app itself and type in Amazon Finds, and then you'll come across all of these different searches and just go through any of them. So we are inside Amazon Find search now, and look at the number of views each videos have. All of them are product videos, 14 million, 17 million, and then this one's 42.4 million. That's crazy. And 27 million. You want to check under top and videos. Accounts and live is not important. Now let's have a look at this product. This looks super interesting to me. Also, it had 14 million views, so I want to know what it is. So far it looks to me like a water dispenser. This is a very good product. This will sell for sure because a lot of people want to hide away that blue bottle. This looks like another one. So both are electrical and both are great. Now this product has a lot of potential to go viral by itself because this is a phone charger and a hand warmer at the same time. Also make sure to go inside TikTok Made Me Buy It and find videos in there because these videos are really good, especially for content creation examples and even for the products. Let's have a quick look at some more products. Now this one is a mini printer, and then this one is some kind of a pet grooming brush. Such a great product. It's a self-cleaning brush. It cleans itself. Pet owners would buy it without even giving a thought. So this is one of those products that would go viral. Let's move to the next part of the course. We have still a lot more to cover. I have a full video on Amazon finds. I will leave the link in my description box below. You can have a look at that. I actually do highly recommend it. Now we are in part 2, and now we will cover a couple more important resources. First website we are going to check is time and date. So something very important to take into consideration is the upcoming events and the holiday season. Now here we are going by the US holidays, and that's what is selected, but you can of course change everything up here from all of these options. So here you will come across big and small holidays, but I recommend to only focus on the big holidays, and of course the same goes for events. And then if these are big events and holidays, then TikTok will also promote your videos during those seasons, so make sure to take advantage of that. So now I have changed this to United Arab Emirates. So now all the UAE holidays and events will be showing up. Some of the biggest events here are National Day holiday and Eid al-Fitr. Now moving on to the most important website. This is by TikTok, and this is TikTok Creative Center, and this is the most powerful website for finding TikTok viral trends. So here in the Creative Center, they're showing you top products where people are spending their money on and the top performing products. This website is really the absolute best in finding winning products. So you want to come up here and then change this to last 30 days or keep it for 7 days. That works as well, but you don't want to go and mess around with those weeks and months. I think days are fine. And then here I like to change this to United States if you have a global store, or otherwise you can choose your country. Even if you're selling in a particular region or your own country, if you search with United States, you will get the best option for viral products because that's where the most traffic is if you want to go viral. And you could also launch this viral product that you find in your own country or region, which may not be available there, and you might be the first one to do it. So it's actually great. These products seem to be doing really well. Casual dresses, hoodies and jumpers, and then phone cases, screen protectors, and then next we have some kind of serums. Now t-shirts and hoodies, these are super competitive, and if you're new and if this is your first launch or something like that, then I would highly suggest you to stay away from clothing because of the sizing issues and so many returns. All right, so we have bodysuits, headphones, we have sunglasses. Okay, let's go inside sunglasses. Let's go ahead and click on details, and this will bring us to this page, the Creative Insights. So in here we have the popularity, we have the CTR, the CVR, and CPA is not that important, but then the cost. The cost is how much are the advertisers spending. That is a lot of money they're spending on ads, and then it also has 47 million impressions, and these results are of the last 7 days, so it's actually doing really well. So the chart here shows us the popularity and the CTR. The popularity is more important, and you want to keep an eye on the incline and decline of this graph. If it's steady like this, the way it is, then it means that you can continue with this trend. But for example, if it is all the way to the bottom, then that means this trend is soon going to blow up because it's going to go all the way up. So down here, you can find some related top videos of the same product. These are videos that are doing really well at the moment, and you can definitely have a look at them and also get a lot of content ideas from this. And also when you go through these videos, you'll see a lot of different products and you'll get a ton of product ideas. And then down below here we have these related hashtags. So these are super important hashtags. Please note these down so that you can use them when you upload your viral videos. Now I was a bit curious, so I went inside one of the hashtags just to see what shows up and how accurate is this. These bunch of AI videos are so popular right now, and to combine it with your viral videos just to push it out into the algorithm, to push it to your targeted audience, this is absolutely great. All right, now let's go inside audience insights, inside creative insights, and so here we can see the age range and related interests. Now this is so important. Here they're showing the age range of people who are interested. So 25 to 34 ages people are the most interested, and then 18 to 24, and then 35 to 44 for 18%, and then the rest. And so for the related interests, they're interested in all these things. They're interested in investment, laundry, foreign exchange. We can easily use this information when we are looking to use our hashtags, and this information would be so great to use with our targeted ads. All right, let's move on to the next website. So this is called Exploding Topics. So here I'm going to change it to the past 2 years. You can also do 5 years. You can do all, or you can also change the category. So we were looking at sunglasses, so I will do fashion here. So I can see the AI photo here. So this is super popular right now and it's trending. And look at the graph, that is exactly what they're showing here. So this website will give you the idea if your trend is moving upwards or downwards, if you're choosing the correct trend or not. And I highly suggest you take advantage of this. Let's move on to part 3. Part 3 is all about sourcing your product, ordering your sample, and we have already touched on product via trends. Now this is the fun part where you'll be sourcing your product. We were looking at sunglasses, so now we are on Alibaba and let's check for sunglasses. All right, so now that we have done a basic search with sunglasses 2023, now we are gonna go to the left side and we are going to check some of these filters. I'm sure you know about these filters, but if you're completely new to this, these filters will let you find the good suppliers and the suppliers who are reputable and trustworthy. There are a lot of options down as well. You can check them out, but the main ones are right on top. So if you're looking for a drop shipping supplier, then you might want to check this box which says ready to ship, but then you could also go to AliExpress. But I feel like Alibaba has much better suppliers even for dropshipping. Honestly, though, both the platforms have the same suppliers. It's just how they present themselves, and in Alibaba they take you more seriously. So the boxes that I have checked here are trade assurance, which is right on top, and then verified suppliers. These two are the most important ones. I really don't suggest you to put minimum order and price and country and all of that. That will really filter out too many of the good suppliers that are available. Trade assurance and verified suppliers always works the best. All right, so now we have a list of suppliers here, and you'll notice a lot of suppliers are here for 9 years, 5 years, 10 years, and then some of them are for only 2 years. Now you want to make sure that you go ahead with a supplier who has been on Alibaba for at least more than 3 years. This is because so there is a certainty that they will be sticking around here on this platform for a long period of time. A lot of bad business practices also goes on here. So if you don't select a supplier with all of these things keeping in mind, this could be tricky. A lot of new suppliers join and then they don't continue. And so if you order a product from that kind of a supplier and you particularly want to continue with this product and they are no longer a part of Alibaba, then that becomes a big problem for you. So the suppliers who are doing business on this platform for a long time is the safest option. Now the suppliers who say that they have been here for 9 years, 12 years, 14 years, they also can be a little bit tricky because sometimes they are very slow in responding. They are a big company. Sometimes they do not entertain all their customers, which is not that great because you never know who can become a very good customer of yours. But I have seen this. I have personally experienced this. You could check them out. You could have a conversation with them. But I suggest you to go ahead with 4 to 5 years, 6 years in business suppliers. These retro glasses is what I was looking for, and they have been in business for 7 years and they're verified. It does say that it is ready to ship, but let's see if they can customize it as well. These are the prices and these are the variations, but always remember that the price is always negotiable. All right, so down here there are more information about the glasses. OEM, ODM means they will customize for you. It is dropship ready, so they accept drop shipping, and they are saying these are for men. MOQ minimum order quantity is 10 pieces. The size and the weight and how the packaging is going to be, and all of those details. So there are some requirements for the sample if you want to get one. So it says that maximum order quantity is just 2 pieces. You can get only 2 pieces of samples and they'll be $2 each. Now that's a very reasonable price for a sample, because if your product is, for example, $10, then they'll charge you $30 for the sample. The sample is where they make all their money, because a lot of people don't come back. So this is great, and your sample money will be reimbursed to you in your big order if you ask them to. The reviews look great. You can check out the reviews and then you can directly go into their company profile from here. The company profile will show you what all other products they are selling and everything else about their company. So now we're going to go ahead and contact the supplier. You want to make sure that you're writing a very professional email in this box, and the name of the agent will be right on top. I have a couple of videos on this topic where I cover how to source products and how to deal with Alibaba suppliers. I'll leave the links for those videos in my description box below, and I highly suggest you to check them out. Let's move on to part 4. Part 4 is all about your store. So now that you finally have a product and you know exactly what you're selling, so this is the time when you pick a name for your brand. Alright, so some people can actually take a year or two to decide on a name, so make sure you don't do that and just find a name and go ahead with it. So now that you have a brand name, you now need a logo for your brand. You can hire someone on Fiverr or Upwork to do it, or you can just use Canva and make your own. If you're new to Canva, it's super easy. All you do is come up here, create a design, and then you will have a list of all of these options. You can search in the search bar for a logo, but usually it will be here, so we will click on logo. So now we have the empty page and a bunch of different template options on the left side. So now let's type in sunglasses here, because we were looking at sunglasses. Alright, so there are a bunch of options that are showing now here, and we're just gonna pick one. Say for example, you like this orange one, and so you click on it, and so now you can edit all of this out. This is really super easy and simple. You can change the fonts, you can add elements, you can move the elements around, fonts around, change the background color if you want. Here, like for example, you want to make it a green color, so that's how it's going to look like. And then if you want to change these spectacles, you can go into elements and type in sunglasses. And now we have a bunch of options and you can choose whatever you want. This is super easy. You can do everything by yourself. So make sure to give this a go. So now that you have a brand name and a logo, now you're going to go ahead and buy your domain from GoDaddy. Now, if you're not able to find the exact name of your brand, you can always add a shop before it or after it. Sometimes they can be very expensive just to buy the name, so you can always do this. You have an option to sign up with Shopify even before getting your website, because you can always get your website from inside of Shopify also now. As mentioned earlier, you can easily sign up with the free Shopify trial. I'll leave the latest link for Shopify's free trial in my description box below. I have a full step-by-step free course on how to set up your Shopify store. I'll leave a link for that video in my description box below. You can follow that full video for setting up your Shopify store. Moving on to part 5. TikTok is a very different kind of an app and it has its own rules, so make sure to follow each of them. So you really don't need a new phone. You can use one of your old phones, but make sure to factory reset it. The next thing you will need is a fresh new SIM card, not previously used by someone or recycled. This is very important because if someone who has used this SIM before has registered the TikTok account with this number, then that would be a problem for you. And of course, don't forget to back up your phone before you factory reset it. Now, when you do your backup, just make sure not to back up your TikTok if you've had a TikTok account or a TikTok app on that phone. Always remember that you must always use one device per TikTok account. If you use multiple accounts from one device, TikTok will use your current data and distribute through all of your current accounts, and that will get very confusing for the growth of your account. So make sure to not cross promote this account with your other existing TikTok accounts. Just do not use multiple accounts from one device. This can also lead to suspension of your account, or TikTok might shadow ban all of your content. Now, before the account creation, I'm going to touch on the US traffic. So just to explain this, your TikTok account will be created as per your geolocation. So for example, I'm in Dubai, UAE. So my TikTok will be from TikTok UAE. Your content will get pushed out only to your location unless you make a super viral video which may get pushed out to other countries. Now, we all know that the best source of traffic is the US traffic source, but for that you will be needing a US TikTok account. Now, if you really want to get the US traffic because you have a global store and your target audience is the US market, then in that case you can get a USA SIM and you can create a USA TikTok account. Now, there are some risks to creating a US TikTok account. First of all, you need a VPN and you want to make sure that this VPN never dies and your phone never dies. So essentially what you're doing here is first you are connected to your VPN and then only you will go ahead and create your TikTok account. In fact, do not even download the TikTok app until you are connected to your VPN on your phone so that it can detect the location as US. Now, once all this is registered and done and your account has been created, TikTok will think that you have a US account. So if you let your phone die or VPN turn off at any point, and then try to log back in the next time, TikTok will know that this was used through a VPN and your account will be completely banned. So if you are only ready to commit to all of this, then you can go ahead and open a US TikTok account. Otherwise, you might want to stick to your country. Once you have your SIM cards in your hand, now you can finally go ahead, download the TikTok app and create a TikTok account. For your business, make sure to open a personal account, which is a creator account and not a business account. This is because business accounts usually have a lot of restrictions. They don't have access to a lot of audio, especially all the trending audios. So that becomes a big problem. Even if you consider for the growth of the account, the creator accounts are much better. You'll have access to all the features and insights anyways, so there is no problem. Now that you have opened your TikTok account, finally, congratulations. What you want to do now is head over to Instagram and YouTube and grab your handles with the same username. This is very important to have all your social media handles ready from the beginning with the same usernames. If you don't find the same one, try to make it as close as possible. You don't have to worry about Instagram and YouTube or any other platform at the moment, but just grab these handles and keep them for later. We are now in part 6 of the course, and part 6 is all about content creation. So in part 5, we already covered when and how to create your TikTok account and when to register. But there is also another thing that is very important. TikTok has a tendency of making your first 1 or 2 videos go viral. So it's best to create your TikTok account just before you're ready to make your first post, as TikTok favors you 30 days to push your content. Now, you should definitely take advantage of these 30 days. So when you're ready to make your first post, make sure that you already have 30 days of content ready. This should also be anyways part of your scheduling plan, because you have to have content ready. You cannot be posting one day and then take a break for 2-3 days and then go post again. If you do this, TikTok will stop pushing out your content to people and you will absolutely have no growth. Your content needs to have a very strong hook in the first 2 to 5 seconds. The crazier your hook, the better it'll perform. This is how it simply works. Think outside of the box. Do or say something that will grab the attention of your customers. It could start with something like you broke something or you smashed something, and it should definitely not start with "Hi guys." Now let's talk about editing softwares. So there are 2 editing apps that are very popular and is mainly used for short form videos. So the apps are InShot and CapCut. So CapCut is by TikTok, but they both are actually great. I have been using InShot for the longest time. I also use CapCut when I need to. I do suggest InShot over CapCut sometimes because it's very beginner friendly. Your editing plays a very big role for your product to go viral, and these 2 apps are really good for short form videos. Don't get overwhelmed. You don't have to hire someone professional for editing videos. Neither do you have to take a course to learn editing. You'll find tons of beginner friendly editing videos on YouTube. You can simply learn from that. The best way to do is to check your competitors, check what they're doing and how they're making their videos, check how they're starting their videos, check if they have any transitions, check the duration of the video and take notes, and then you come up with your own version of it. No need to create a third wheel, no need to fully innovate a new video with all new ideas. You can absolutely take inspiration from your competitors, but just avoid copying them. Let's do a quick InShot tutorial. I don't have any videos, so I'm going to go to pexels.com to get some stock videos. You can use this sometimes for your products as well. Alright, let's search for sunglass videos. I have been browsing for quite some time now, and finally I came across some videos that I like. This one looks okay to me. I can edit this and make it look better. I'm going to look for more parts of this video. Sometimes they are available. I like this one as well. This is very similar to the other one. So if I don't find another part of it, then I can use this. I have found another part of it and now I'm going to download it. So the very first thing you want to do is go to videos and then new, and then this will take you to your gallery and then you select your videos. So now we have the video added and this is how it looks. Now let's check some options. So first we're gonna go to Canvas. So inside of Canvas, you'll have all different ratios and sizes for all different platforms. So YouTube, TikTok, Reels. Right now it's selected with YouTube. I'm going to make it for TikTok. So this is how it looks. We are going to click on the tick mark or the double tick mark and that will bring us back to the editor. Let's have a look at some more options. So the text option or the sticker option, both are actually same. If you click any of them, both will bring you to the same options. You can find a bunch of different stickers and you can also import your own. If you click on text, then you can add your text here. You can also change your font colors and you can also add outlines to your fonts. The caption option is very new, but then the doodle option is for blurring out any part of the image that you want. If you go inside the music option, then you have an option to add music which you can import. You can use all different sounds from here and you can even extract music from videos. And if you click the record button, then you can directly give voiceover for your videos. Let's have a quick look at some of the effects. These are some of the fun effects that you can use for your video in parts. So for example, this one is a fun tremble effect and then the other one is a roll effect. Now, if you come to the AI effects section, then here you can add outlines to yourself. And inside of the filters, there are some basic filters and basic editing tools. Once you're done editing over here, you can always do apply to all, and that will just copy the editing into all the other clips. And so now the color grading of your entire video will look the same. Now let's see how we can make this video look interesting. So here I have split up the video in different parts and I have deleted some parts. The idea is to play around with all the options and see what looks good for your video. The more you edit, the better you'll get. There are a lot more options inside and I won't be able to touch on everything. But if you want me to make a full tutorial on this, please let me know in the comments below. And I think now my video is ready for download. So we'll go ahead and click on the save button on the top right corner and then they'll have many options, but we will download in 1080p and it's done. So what I've done is I've made many splits and then I've deleted those parts to make it look faster. Take a lot of notes from these Amazon finds or TikTok made me buy it videos. They have amazing hooks. Once it's done, you're gonna go to TikTok and upload it with trending audios, trending hashtags that we found, and make sure to have text on screen. You can sometimes even use the voice command on TikTok, so the text will turn into a voice. That also works really great. So now these are very important. These are some key points for your content creation. When you upload your video, make sure to have text on screen for the first 3 to 6 seconds. You will be using 6 to 8 hashtags per video. Your hashtags must include 2 niche hashtags, 1 to 2 target audience hashtags, 1 to 2 product related hashtags, 1 to 2 broad hashtags, 1 trend hashtag, and you can also check for your competitors' hashtags. So once you start posting, you will know which ones are working for you, which ones are not working for you, so you can always change them up and use the ones that works the best. Text on screen with a viral sound also works really well. You can always repurpose the same videos with different texts and sounds as long as you make it look different. So for 3 to 5 videos per day, split your posts between midday, afternoon and evening as per your location. You could also do late evening posts. They perform really well as well. There is no fixed formula for this, by the way, because post timing works very differently for each account and each country. So try and test it and then see what time works best for you and then post during those times. You can link your Instagram and YouTube in the bio, but you'll need to get 1,000 followers to add your link to your bio, which would be your website. All right, if you have made it till this far, congratulations. We are almost done. We are at the last part of our course. So in part 7, we are discussing about scaling and growth. Start with the mindset of building a community with your brand. To have good engagement and to grow, you'll also have to put a lot of effort from your side. A lot of businesses come and go, but if you can build a community around it, there is nothing like it. You'll be for sure getting a lot of word of mouth and referral purchases. Reply to each and every comment in your videos. This is the first step of building your community. Make video replies for your customers. These are very popular and they perform very well. Listen to your followers, listen to their comments, their opinions, and take notes. If you can take these notes and opinions and improvise your product in the future, that is real growth for your brand. And the best part about TikTok is the more you engage with your followers and comments, the more your content will get pushed out. So it's a win-win. Post the same content on Instagram Reels, post the same content on YouTube Shorts, but change the thumbnails, change the title, change the description. If you don't change these things up and upload it the exact same way, then your video might get shadow banned in those platforms. Once you're doing well with your business, hire UGC creators to create content for you. You'll be able to find a lot of independent freelancers for UGC on TikTok. You can also look them up in Upwork and Fiverr. Once you can hand over this responsibility of content creation to someone else, you'll have more free time to focus on the business side. And the last thing that I'm going to say is just be consistent. Consistency is really the key for growth. And that is the end of our course. Hope this was informative and helpful. If this course was helpful or added any value, please give us a big thumbs up. Also subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in comments below if you have any questions. I'll try my best to answer most of them, and I'll see you in the next one.